I was telling myself that I'm a procrastinator. What that means is when I say out loud, or even just to myself, that this is me, this is my identity, this is who I identify as, this is the human being that I am. When we start doing that, what ends up happening psychologically, subliminally, is that human beings, including you and including me, I have to be congruent with what I say. If I say something out loud, it has to be true. Honesty is very important to me. When you tell yourself that you are lazy, when you tell yourself that you are a procrastinator, here's what happens inside your brain and your psyche. You'll do things to prove that you are a procrastinator, that you are lazy. So here I am on with my coach, and he said, "You're not lazy, Adam. I see you work out more than anyone that I know. You play with your kids more than anyone I know." Of course, he only sees the highlight reels, right? He's only seeing, the once a week or the twice a week that I'm out doing fun shit with my kids. That's all he sees. He doesn't see what happens in the house. He doesn't know if I'm yelling at them or if I'm, you just don't know. Right. So it's just like his perception, but he sees that at least I'm really consistent with learning Spanish. I'm really consistent with playing with my kids, making sure to make good memories with them, take them out of town, go to the water park, the amusement park, the bounce house, and the slide park. And furthermore, my diet, I am on point. I do about 95% perfect. And I think that's all you need when you're following a diet, is to follow it 95%. And I do. I eat. I have, this might sound bougie or whatever, so don't judge me, but I actually have a chef that cooks my meals exactly the way that my bodybuilding coach prescribes my nutrition precisely. And I've got a friend who's a chef who is able to look at the macros and the protein and all of that, and the grams, how many grams of rice, how many grams of potatoes, how many grams of this, how many grams of whatever, and specifically cook that with, no extra fats or whatever that is going to be bad. So it's all healthy, organic, grass-fed, all of this. It's the top of the quality, and because I care what's going into my body, and it's working. I look fantastic compared to where I was in 2018, 2019, and 2020. So my business coach is talking to me about, like, you're not lazy. You can say anything to me, Adam, but not if it's not true. He says, I won't let you sit here and tell me that you're lazy. I won't sit here and let you tell me that you procrastinate. He goes, when is the last time you procrastinated a workout? I'm like, are you kidding? Never. He goes, when is the last time you had a cheat meal? I said, well, I'm prescribed to have 2 cheat meals a week. So every week I have 2 cheat meals. So the points that I'm trying to make, or where I'm trying to go with this, is the takeaway now is the words that you tell yourself. That's where we're going into what my mom is doing. And I hope that when her podcast is ready, that I will listen to it and that you will listen to it, because she's a remarkable person. So the words that we tell ourselves matter. This is why a lot of people wake up and do affirmations. You might do affirmations. You might meditate. You might not do any of that. I'm not sure what you're focused on, but I think I know at least that you want your business and your podcast to be successful. And if you want your business and your podcast to be successful, it's important that you tell yourself the correct story, or the right story, or at least the story that you want to do. My business coach in this moment was telling me, don't say things that are untrue, only say things that are true. You can say anything you want as long as they're true. You can have any opinion that you want, but don't say something like a blanket statement, I'm lazy. You're putting off the things that you don't want to do because you don't want to do them for some reason. What is holding you back? And so we spent some time, like he's my psychologist. I probably ought to pay him enough for being my psychologist, to kind of dive a little bit deeper into what's going on in my head. And here's how the conversation ended. And this is the last takeaway on this podcast episode for you. So I'm going to share with you, how did the conversation with my business coach end? And what is that last takeaway that I think can really support you as you're growing? And I have to be completely honest, which is embarrassing. It hasn't yet completely worked for me. I'm still wrapping my head around it. I'm still doing my best. That's a lie. I'm not doing my best. If I was actually doing my best, I would crush it, because I crush anything that I put my mind to. I'm still working on this. I'm still wrapping my head around this. I'm still practicing this. That's where I am today. I'm in the stage where I'm preaching. I'm telling you to do what I'm not yet all doing. But this is what I learned on that call last week. And this is what I'm trying really hard to do this week.